Good morning, YouTube. Another day in the life of a truck driver, owner, operator. These days just never end, even when you're at home. So I got a little bit of a... I thought it was originally going to be a big problem, but let me show you guys. So for one, we have that little air fitting leaking. I went ahead and marked it, so that's not a really big deal. But the problem is going to be definitely here in the back. Let me see if I can get you guys a good shot in there. Let's see. I try to kind of pinpoint what I'm looking at. It's really tight in there to kind of get the camera in there. But basically what's going on is that I was having an oil leak behind the head. Originally I thought it was the head gasket, and it would leak all through the side. Right here, let me show you guys. And it would get all my bell housing all wet. So initially I thought it was the head gasket leaking, but it ended up just being that it's just that little pipe fitting right there. I don't know, once I edit or whatever, I can see if I can pinpoint it or whatever, but all I got to do is just take that pipe thread out, that pipe plug out, right, and put Teflon tape on it. And then here on this side, see if I can get you guys in here as well, one of these is leaking. Once I get to this other side, I'll go ahead and show you. I got to figure out how I can get that camera in there because it's super tight, and see if I can show you guys what I'm gonna do. But for the time being right now, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some magic eraser so we can get it all nice and cleaned up in there. See if I can get it all nice and cleaned. Where you guys see that stream going to, that's the little pipe thing that I'm trying to get. Like, it would like coat all this stuff right here in oil. And like I said, initially I thought it was a head gasket in the back or that cam cover. So let me see how I can set you guys up. All right, guys, so that's the pipe plug that I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it, because believe it or not, kind of like where I have the camera mounted, it's kind of in my way of what we need to be able to put the... It's just a quarter. Let's see if we can get it in there. Just can't. It's so tight in here that I just can't see anything. There we go. Yeah, she was a little loose, but we're gonna go ahead and remove it. Maybe if I take it off the ratchet, it's going. Sorry if I'm kind of in your ways, guys, but it's just so tight in there. All right, and you guys can see right there the oil. Let me show you guys all it is just a little pipe plug, and we're just gonna go ahead and put Teflon tape on that bad boy. I use this pipe thread, this Teflon tape, guys. Let me see if I can get it in there for you guys. That one is very good. It's called Talon. It's like really heavy duty, high density pipe tape. You guys can kind of see there that it's drizzling out. So here's what I did, guys. I just went ahead and just put some thread tape on it, and I usually do some on the shaft as well, just so it kind of gets tight in there so it won't fall off the wrench, just so that we can, not the wrench, the little extension. It's just a quarter extension, and it's just a pipe plug. It's so tight in here, guys, to be able to see what you're doing, man. I'm sorry if I'm not giving you guys the best picture, but you know, it kind of just is what it is, you know what I mean? I really can't get the camera in there really good, and it's like I said, it's kind of in my way on what I'm doing here. So I'm doing the best I possibly can to get you guys a picture. I got lights falling off and all that crap, you know. Hopefully this will take care of that oil leak, because believe it or not, it was kind of leaking quite a bit. It was literally getting all that stuff wet, like to the point where it was dripping on the floor. and to the point where I had to be adding in oil. Man, I cannot see nothing at all. All right, guys, as you guys can see right there, I went ahead and put it in. I'm gonna try to see if I can point it with the light. It's that little fitting right there. You guys can see right there, all I did was just pretty much take it off, put Teflon tape around it, and hopefully she should be good. Let me guys show you guys here. That was the area that I had you guys mounted on right there. So the problem was that I was trying to get my hand in there to be able to reach in there, and I was having a hard time. So let's go to the other side. Okay, guys, so I got you guys set up here. You guys can kind of see it there. I already had cleaned this one a little bit apart. Man, I should have probably turned the wheel the other way so that I can get in there. Problem is I'm just barely able to see what we got going on in there. Let's see, let me put maybe I can use you guys to be able to see. Gosh, dang it. I'm gonna need to turn the wheels the other way so I can get in here, because right now the tire is in my way and I'm unable to. Camera's in the way, everything's in the way. Let's move you guys a little bit more down. Let's see if I can get you guys kind of out of the way so I can stick my hand in there, because I'm kind of having the same problem as I was having on the other side, to where the camera is just in my way. Is it not going? Can't see nothing. Ugh. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it looks like if it's going, it's just being a butthole. Let's see if I can just get it with my fingers. Oh, God dang it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the simplest things, guys, are the hardest ones. When you're trying to get something done. And there we go. Yeah. Good deal. All right. That's just a little too tight for finger tight. All right. So let's go ahead and get just another plug, but this one is a 9/16. All right, guys, let me see if we can get this bad boy started. Oh my God, the problem is that when I try to get in there, I just have a whole bunch of crap in my way. Let me see if I can get more closer, because the tire's in the way. And I really don't want to take off the tire. I think that's gonna be it right there. Let's see if we can get it started. Come on, baby. Get in there. I think that's it right there. Looks like if it started. Yep. All right, let me get the... Oh, man, it's just so tight in here. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. going. I gotta do it a little bit more. It's just I can't get a good hold of it. So you all see just the gist of what it is, guys. I think that should work. I'll show you guys once it's running, but I need to get the camera out of the way because it's just in my way. So you guys can kind of see it right there. I'll try to see if I can zoom in on it when I'm editing. So it's just tight. Look, I have the camera like right here and it's like in the way of trying to get in there. So pain in the butt like always. Okay guys, now we're gonna go ahead and change this fitting out. So I'm just gonna use a little 13mm wrench that just kind of fits in the top to push it down while we pull up on the line. Is it going? All right, there it is. Oop, there it is. All right, let's take that bad boy off. Seriously? I think I got the wrong wrench. I did. Let me go get the right one. Oh, great. This thing's just all opened up. All my tools were all over the place. Great. Isn't that nice? Jeez Louise, man. I'm telling you guys. The wonders of doing mechanical work. I think that's gonna be probably an 11/16. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. Oh, golly. It was on there. All right. That's one thing I hate about when the winter's starting to come around, that all these stupid little air fittings right here start leaking, man. It's like that time of the year where it starts hurting her. There we go. Like those little O-rings or whatever in there mess up on it. Let's go ahead and put the fitting on there. Yes, sir. That one's definitely it. That's why I usually keep them there in the truck, because the problem is that with even just this little air leak, just because of where the location where it's at, this is where your brake pedal valve is at. That'll be pretty much automatic out of service, you know what I mean? So we definitely don't want that. So I usually keep a couple of air fittings there in the truck. Right now I'm at the house, so that's good enough right there. Let me get a little bit of brake cleaner on a whatchamacallit, blue towel here, just to clean that line up a little bit. These always make me nervous, and I'll show you guys why right now in a minute. I hate changing these out. Just clean up the surface just to make sure it seats good. There we go, that's much better. Now all we gotta do is just push it on down in there. I usually get it with a little pair of these needle nose, just to kind of push it down a little bit better, because they're, there we go, kind of a pain in the ass to put down there, you know what I mean? All right, that seems to be in there. That's okay, no damage on that. Okay, let me get you guys off of this mount so I could show you guys. The reason why it makes me so, hold on a second guys. Come on, unloosen. There we go. The reason why it makes me nervous is because of this air manifold right there. The one where it goes, that manifold right there goes in the firewall. It is a pain in the ass to change. It's not hard to change, it's just a pain in the butt to change. And the problem is that when these go out, where I have my finger at right there, you can't change them. Like they're not replaceable the way these are. You just have to get the whole thing replaced. So I'm always leery on whenever I'm moving the lines, because sometimes when those move over there in the back, they'll start leaking or whatever. But yeah, we got that going on right now. The next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up my tools and clean out the area, and then we're gonna fire it up and make sure that both of those oil leaks are gone. I'm pretty confident that they should be. That thread type's usually pretty good. That air leak should also be taken care of. I'm glad that it ended up not being that head gasket. I mean, that rear cover might still be leaking for the cam, but I don't think so. I looked at it through the bottom and it kind of looks, kind of dry, just like old oil, but it might have been, you know, where it's at with the fan and wind or whatever, it might have just gotten around to it. So I'll just keep on monitoring it, but I'm pretty sure that those two took care of it, that air leak. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get stuff cleaned up here. I'm just gonna do a little bit more checking and hopefully I don't find nothing else. So we found this line leaking, guys, so time to replace. All these little stupid air leaks now are the ones that they're just annoying. So let's go ahead and get that replaced. I don't know how well you guys can see right there, guys, but it's definitely not leaking no more. Got that air fitting fixed. I gotta go buy that one. I had to tighten up these connections here for the radiator, because down here, that one right there, it was like moving. So that's good already. I let it run for about an hour. Let's look at this one. Yep, you can see that there's no leakage there. All right, guys, so that pretty much does it for this video. These are the types of things that I do when I come home. When I give it that like really good throughout pre-trip or whatever, I go through everything. I didn't do it on camera right now, but I went through all the tire pressures, all the wheel seals, you know, just got underneath the truck, see if anything's going on. We got those two pipe plugs plugged up already. I found those two little air leaks or whatever, and that radiator that was kind of loose. I also found, man, I got a sticker, hold on. Oh shit. I found that this clamp right here was a little loose. It's just because of the weather, you know, that rubber contracts or whatever, but you know, it pays to do your quote unquote pre-trips. I call it like a long pre-trip when I'm here at the house, and I just go through everything, because I'd rather find a problem right here while I'm at home, where I have resources. You know, I got my pickup truck, I can go buy parts, you know, I got tools and everything. Obviously if it's something bigger, I usually leave that for the shop, but I do the same process when I get in the shop, just in case if I find anything, we can get it fixed or whatever, right? But I thought I'd just give you guys that little video there. I'm glad it ended up not being the head gasket. I was really thinking it was a head gasket. So I'm going to continue monitoring that section in the back of where the cam cover is at. It's just a pretty much a round cam cover with 3 bolts in it. That one doesn't use a gasket. You just put anaerobic sealer on there, which I did that when I did the transmission a few years ago. But since it was kind of in the same vicinity of that pipe plug or whatever, I know that pipe plug is not leaking anymore. Obviously I'll be able to see it if it is, and then I can monitor that backside to see if it's doing anything. But everything else is looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and go get that fitting. But this is gonna be the end of the video, guys. If you guys like trucking vlogs like these, give me a big ass thumbs up. Go through my playlist, guys. I did a whole bunch of work on Texas 18 Wheel Services playlist. It was all a whole bunch of work on my truck. There's vlogs, you know, vlogs, just regular normal trucking vlogs, vlogs when there's problems and I have to do repairs on the road, reaction content, whole bunch of content or whatever. Hook a brother up and go check some of them out. If you guys are watching the video up until this point, guys, do me a favor and leave a comment. Thumbs up, thumbs down, it's cool, you suck, whatever the case may be. I'm not really getting a lot of engagement in the videos as far as comments and likes, so I'm trying to push that algorithm out to get the videos out. If you are enjoying them, hook a brother up and do him a favor. But anyhow, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Like, share, and subscribe.